to do with her race. But we got so many black people online talking about her race. She wasn't black. It doesn't matter. Was that the reason why you were going to vote for her?
Right.
Really? Because it doesn't. I voted for all people of all races and colors. It's all about ideology. And the ideology of the Republican Party does not align with what I want to see in my life. I don't want to see people dying because abortions are illegal. I don't want to see the police be able to have full immunity and to kill whoever they want to. Now, some people are okay with that as long as there's not a woman in there. They feel they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen so many misogynist people talking, y'all thought a woman could lead. Like people really just openly being this and thinking that they're not misogynist. Talking to a dude this morning. I ain't no woman leading me. And then I call him misogynist. He laughs like it's funny. Or he's not a misogynist. You think you're not? You're talking about how you don't want a black woman to lead you, bro. Oh, they little attitudes. They did this, they that. What is this? What is going on?
What does any of that have to do with
Black woman
how they're gonna-
attitude. Like, dog, people are saying anything. They will fight you. They will fight against you. Then we got the people who don't vote people. They hurt us again. Black men hurt us. The don't vote people hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
They killed us.
You're right. And we got some comments coming in from TikTok. Derek says, I voted against Trump, and the Elephants Party platform has never been progressive nor beneficial to Black Americans.
Brother, I have to 100% disagree with you. It's all about progression. Their whole slogan is, again, make America great again. That's talking about going back to the past. That's the opposite of progression. They put it out there that they don't want progression. We have done nothing but try to progress as a Democratic Party. Putting a woman forward is progressive. Putting an Indian/black woman in charge is progressive. That's the definition of progression. Not by going against what the average leader is as president, has always been a white man. And we've had nothing but white men. We've had one black man, one mixed black man.
He said that's what he said. He was agreeing. He was basically agreeing with you.
Okay, brother. But we have to. Progression is giving other people's the ability to lead, thinking that other people can lead, and those are the things that we're not doing. We don't think anyone else can lead except white men. And that's something that we as a people have to look in ourselves and say, what's going on? We have so many men who don't believe in this whole thing that's called democracy. They don't think that it works for the black people, for poor people. And it's a lot of people who just do not go out there and vote.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the states across the South never has a chance to win. Why? Because there's so many black people, like 40-50% of the state down there, if I'm not mistaken. In most of the southern states, black people are at least 30-40% of the population. In New Orleans, black people are one of the biggest groups out there. But how many black governors have there been out of these southern states? For some reason, man, we will not get behind democracy and get out there and vote. I've been fighting with people all week telling me how it doesn't count. The electorate is all that matters. Our vote don't even count. They don't even know what the electorate is.
Nor do they know how it works.
They don't. They just think that these people can go in there and just do what they want to. It's never happened that these people have done what they always vote for what the popular vote is for that state. The person wins is the person they go vote for.
The Electoral College is basically there to say, hi, these people in my state voted for this person. We're going to go ahead and confirm what they said. We go this way.
That's it, bro. But we use it every day to try to get people to not actually vote. They don't want people to vote. I do wish, I see a lot of people talking about the Democratic Party. They didn't do enough. Well, Trump didn't do anything. Like I'm going to make it good. I'm going to make prices low. What's your plan? It's going to happen. First day. Like you know this dude is saying nonsense.
Right.
We all know what he's saying is 100% bull, but people want to fall for it. They're going to go for it. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that we see here. So we're going to break down today's pressing headlines. I'm Damon. Like always, I'm joined by my co-host Aisha. Today, we're diving into the investigation of report that places former President Donald Trump at the bottom of a new presidential ranking. That's right, 45th out of 45. The worst president in history.
That's right.
Dude, he again, when he becomes 47, he'll be horrible again. And we'll be talking about how bad he was as 47th.
You're right. Trump has been ranked dead last on this list, evaluating the greatness of U.S. presidents, compiled by Justin Vaughn and Brandon Rottinghouse. I don't know how to say his last name, but
Rottinghouse, you said
Rottinghouse.
Right.
Okay. This was just a handful of opinions they analyzed from responses from 154 scholars, mainly from the American Political Science Association.
Right, man. The survey ranks every president from George Washington to Joe Biden. And speaking of Joe Biden, he debuted at number 14. 14. Everybody been hollering Sleepy Joe ain't been doing a good job. He did a great job. He got us out of that mess that we had when Trump left. He did a good job of navigating us through COVID.
Yep.
He's number 14.
Right.
Trump is 45.
Derek says he has a concept of a plan.
Right. Not a plan, a concept.
He's got pieces of a plan. I mean, he said it himself. I've got pieces of a plan.
He was 14th, an impressive spot compared to Trump's raggedy standing of last place.
Absolutely. Vaughn and Rottinghouse noted that Biden's key accomplishments included stabilizing presidential leadership after Trump's chaotic term and gearing up to potentially keep Trump out of the White House this fall.
He sucked at that.
Yes,
I'm going to say that. The irony, though, Trump, a man who boasts about being the greatest trial behind some of the most infamous figures in U.S. presidential history, he's below Franklin Pierce, known for failing to prevent the Civil War. Warren Harding, who oversaw one of the most scandalous-ridden administrations, and even William Henry Harrison, who was president for only 31 days. And Trump is ranked worse than them.
Reagan.
Oh, you know they love Reagan. Reagan ain't gonna be low like
Derek
that.
said, wow, 14th?
Yeah, they put Biden at 14th. Yes.
No. I'm saying a lot of people don't like Reagan.
No, I didn't like him either. But they're not gonna disrespect Reagan because they think they're gonna put him high. Yeah, because he's Reagan. But
Reagan ain't shit, though.
I thought Reagan was trash. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, I mean, you know,
I was a little kid.
I don't get into politics.
All right, where you at?
Yeah, Trump supporters might argue bias. The scholars behind the study acknowledged that their political leanings, but emphasized that Trump's poor ranking wasn't just partisan. They highlighted his disregard for institutional norms and democratic principles as significant factors.
That's important. The authors pointed out that Trump's post-presidential period is heavily marred by 91 criminal charges, most stemming from actions while in office or on the campaign trail. His legacy includes sparking division, a rise in hate crimes, and his role in January 6th Capitol attack.
Exactly. It's not just about what happened during his term, but also the aftermath. We're talking about Trump's refusal to accept the 2020 election results that led to an historic upheaval. And let's not forget his Supreme Court appointments, particularly those who helped overturn Roe v. Wade.
Man.
Also played a massive role in shaping the policy that impacts millions of Americans today.
The fact that he still have two justices that might retire under this
And he'll
dude.
get 2 more
He'll
appointments.
get 2 more appointments to put in 2 more conservatives. I understand people don't understand the importance of voting. They all want to sit around and talk about it's not important. But if, dude, there is 5 conservatives in there, we are straight up struck for the next 50 years. As long as, I would say 30, 40 years, we're done. As long as those bastards are alive, they will be doing everything they can to do the opposite of what people want.
Yep.
We are, man, dude, we are done. We let this dude in here again. So, speaking of the Supreme Court, his pick, Brett Kavanaugh, brought its own set of controversies with accusations of sexual misconduct, which Trump voters are okay with sexual misconduct.
Oh, yeah.
They're good with that. They're good with that.
Yeah.
You can be the
they
president.
proved that they was good with that when he got
Right.
elected in 2016.
So like people been saying all week, let's remove rape and felonies from job applications because people don't care. They'll work with a murderer. They'll work with a dude who's a crook, a fraud. They'll work with, they don't care.
34 count guilty verdict.
Man.
But he still gets to be the president as a felon. But you can't get a job at Walmart as a felon.
Right. The dude couldn't even work at McDonald's that he was throwing French fries out of. He couldn't even work there because he's a felon. So accusations of sexual misconduct and alleged interference in the FBI investigation by Trump's White House.
You're right. And let's not overlook his handling of the pandemic. Trump's response, or lack thereof, has been called catastrophic. Disbanding the NSC's pandemic response team, disregarding the pandemic playbook, and promoting unproven treatments that all contributed to a tragic death toll.
Oh, we can ignore that. Sleepy Joe. That's what they gonna holler. Dude, Joe Biden made better decisions in the White House than that dude ever made one day. He golfed the most in history. Now we got to sit here and watch this dude golf for 4 more years, doing nothing. Straight up, man, it's crap. I can't believe people go out. It just, only thing it proves to me is this. America is full of hate. You hate immigrants. You hate women. You hate black people. You just hate. You can go vote for somebody who sitting there calling Haitians eating dogs and cats.
Right.
I'm talking to a dude earlier. He telling me, oh, he wasn't talking about Haitian. Dog, y'all straight up don't know what's going on. Everything that Donald Trump says is the truth.
Haitians in his debate.
Dude, like I said, everything he says is the truth. Everything everybody else says is fake news. And these for real how his people are.
You're right, Derek. It is frustrating.
Very. Very frustrated, my boy. So, what you got the next one?
You know, the list of failures and controversies doesn't stop there. From promoting violence, aligning with extremist groups like the Proud Boys, breaking the norms and destabilize the nation, Trump's actions left a mark that scholars believe will shape how future generations view leadership in America.
As voters went out and voted for this dude, we have to say that it's morals. The moral story of this is that morals are lost in the Republican Party, and in America right now, morals has lost, and there's so many people was out there hollering, "Oh, thank God that Trump."
We're in a age where racism is okay.
Yeah.
And he allowed racism to be okay.
Right.
That's what he ran on the first time.
Man.
The birther movement.
So Vaughn and Writing House, they suggest that Americans are witnessing more than political rivalry. It's a test of values and the importance of leadership norms. We have lost the touch with what leadership is supposed to look like.
You're right. We have. And no matter where people stand politically, the understandings of these rankings and their criteria help to inform us who we're voting for and what we want from our presidency.
We have to take a look in the mirror in America, man. We say when Obama was put in office that we're in a pre-racial America. Him Trump winning twice shows us that we're not in a pre-racial America.
Yep.
Trump and his people, they want to make immigrants into evil people, and a lot of people who are Hispanic and have a lot of families that come from different places and have made the sacrifices to try to come to America. They're with this. They voted for him 50%, man. 50% men, 50% women. The Hispanics voted for him. They didn't care that they shitted all on them, calling them murderers and they must believe it. Half of them believe that they are sending murderers and killers.
Yep.
So,
and David's right. We do need to all come together as a nation. But that is so hard to do.
Yeah, that's impossible right now.
When you have a president, a candidate who's running specifically on hatred and is encouraging this type of behavior throughout the entire nation.
I mean, we went through why Trump is ranked 45th out of all the presidents that was ever been. I think Biden was ranked before him, and y'all talked about how bad Biden was, and he was so horrible. We all know, everybody with sense knows the reason why we had problems with inflation. We know that the problems from COVID was not just going to go away overnight, but the Republicans did a great job of demonizing Biden and Kamala and making it seem as though they are the people that created this aura, or this environment of horrible inflation. I'm going, let's see what he does. Now we know he raised the deficit by millions and trillions of dollars. Joe Biden has done a good job to try to get the deficit down. He has done a better job trying to get us steered into the right direction than Trump ever did. Now, I just, yeah.
Question from the audience.
What's up?
Ben Bennyman says, what would you say is racism?
What would I say is racism? Well, racism is pigeonholing a whole entire group and calling them murderers and killers. That's called racism. When you say that they are sending their worst, that's called racism. You just said Mexico are filled with. I'm not saying there isn't any, but when you say that all the people that are coming are killers and murderers, that's pretty racist. Most of these people are hardworking people who have come and trying to get out of a bad situation, and we are trying to use them for a reason why we are struggling as a country.
Right. He says the first COVID strain was discovered in 1960. Yes, we know that. That's why it's on products like Lysol, that it gets rid of COVID. However, the strain that came out in the 60s was not the strain that came out in 2020.
Dude, look, I don't want to go into the medical thing, but there's all type strains of flus that come out that we haven't heard of. I mean, the Spanish flu did the same thing too as 100 years ago. We had the same fights that we had this time. A lot of people didn't want to deal with it. A lot of people, blame the government. The flu didn't even start in Spain, and we still call it the Spanish flu. Miseducation and misinformation has been around for forever, and it will always go. But we thought that being in a technical world and being in a world where technology and information is at your fingertips, that more people would have access to this information to make better decisions. But it seems like we're going the opposite way, that we believe whatever we see and we do not do anything to try to investigate or find out more information about what's going on. So we're going to struggle as a country until we get rid of this misinformation. That's why Twitter, they're fighting to keep misinformation on there. They want you ill-informed. That's what they want, because they know you're going to make bad decisions. People hollering and screaming what this girl's race is. She's not black. She's not black. It doesn't matter how many times she says it out of her own mouth. I got a dude telling me that her dad was Irish. It's like, oh, he's Indian. But dude, even the Indians and Eastern Indian people that live in Jamaica, they still see themselves as black, bro. I know that y'all don't get it, but 80% of the people in Jamaica is black. So the people down there see themselves as black people.
It's
I know
like a
that's
black
hard.
person being born in England.
You still black.
You just black and like
right,
English.
Right. But just I mean they I don't get it, man. I don't understand. It's not Jamaican is a nationality. It's not an ethnicity, but most of the people in Jamaica see themselves as black.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I want to go back to Ben
oh my
Bennington's
goodness.
comments here.
Yeah.
He says, what did they do to the strain? They modified it. Well, bro, that's how medicine works.
They didn't modify the strain themselves. Nature did.
Right. It's just like the flu vaccine. Every year you get the flu shot. Guess what? It's not the same strain you had the previous year.
Right.
Sorry.
You can not believe in the vaccinations. That's your decision. But let's at least be good on the science that we know that they are at least trying to stop these things, man. They're not trying to kill you. We all know that. We don't want to sit here and fight about COVID. But the main thing is that when Trump was in office, he did a horrible job of managing it. He made jokes out of it. Whatever you believe, whatever side you on, or what you believe about the vaccine, that's your personal choice.
And that's the thing too, because behind closed doors, Trump knew. He admitted that he knew the virus was severe, which contradicted his public statements.
Right.
And then when the dust settled, America was facing a 9/11 scale death count every day.
And that's what we're talking about. Now, you can do what you want to do. You can not believe it. That's fine. But when we were managing this and trying to get out of these things, he did a horrible job.
He told you to go drink bleach.
Exactly. He said some silly, silly things, man. We are trying to move the country in a direction where people will stop dying every day. And he's out there joking around, talking about putting bleach and sunlight should destroy it.
Right.
Like saying crazy, crazy stuff.
You're right, Derek. The vaccination rejectors are a result of the first Trump presidency.
Yes. That was a big thing that came out of that. There's people before that didn't believe in vaccinations, definitely.
But it wasn't on scale where now we have things like mumps, measles, whooping cough that are returning, and our kids are now getting these things again because parents aren't vaccinating their children.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a big discussion. But to me, that's not what this is about, man. This is about leadership. And our leadership is supposed to they're supposed to be grown-ups in the room. Donald Trump was fighting with Dr. Fauci. He was making that man into the enemy. This dude is just trying to do his job to try to save people. Like everything was a mess during that dude's first 4 years. And there's so many people who just act like they don't remember what happened. It's pretty easy. I remember. And that's why I'm so mad, because I know it's about to be 4 years filled with division, fighting, and just mess. The dude's entire cabinet said they don't want anything to do with him. He should not be president again. Mm-hmm. Who says that? What cabinet is going to say that unless they really believe it? No one from his cabinet could stood up and say, hey, man, he did a good job. Everybody like, dog, this dude was trash. Don't put him back in there. But our hatred for women and our unbelief that women can lead is the reason why we have this guy twice.
David said the country is doomed and the pot has been melted.
I mean, a lot of people don't want America to be a melting pot. Even though, we celebrate Ellis Island and all the people coming across, and we always talk about how great they were and the sacrifices they made. The Irish and the Italians didn't come here because they just felt like it, right?
Right.
They were facing turmoil. Do you know that when they got here, that people hated them and they threw them in the ghettos? They hated the Italians. They hated the Irish. Now they feel like they're part of America and they call themselves white. But at that time, they were not white. Right. They were Catholics and they hated their guts. So now we're back to a point where all the people are brown now that's coming in. They're going to get that same hate even more.
I mean, America is becoming more and more brown.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that.
Regardless if you like it or not, America, Mr. AWOL, Brad, Mr. Foster, whoever you are, America has never been great.
Ever.
It has never been great.
Never.
Great for who?
For white
For
men.
white men?
That's it. White men. They've been making the decisions for everybody. Women, black people, we just start voting.
Donkey a bear. We don't care if you don't think our rhetoric, we really don't care if you think it's tiresome, because guess what? The hate that the Republican Party has spewed for decades,
man,
we're over it. And we're speaking out against it, and people like you are mad and don't want to see people like us speaking out against your racism, nor your rhetoric or hatred that you're spewing. Oh yeah, the comment section is ridiculous today.
Yeah, but it's cool. I don't care. We don't come here. I don't come online to make friends. I come online to report, and I come online to let people know exactly how I feel about what happened. This shit ain't about friends, man.
Man, Derek, you're so right. We are in a twilight zone and the age of unreason, because these people act like they can't be reasoned with. They don't want to be reasoned with. They don't care about facts or science or anything like that. Mm-hmm. They only care about the hatred that they're spewing.
I just want to know one thing though. That kills me. I see these people talking about they're going to take away people who are naturalized citizens who were born in America. If you weren't born in America, your kids won't automatically get citizenship. Mm-hmm. I heard somebody talking about that. I don't know how true this is, but I seen a thing talking about it.
Yeah, there were several reports saying that he was going to get
on the first day.
Going to do an executive order,
right,
to get rid of naturalized citizenship.
I mean,
natural born citizenship.
They always talking about how much they are for the Constitution,
right?
And they're about.
But isn't it against the Constitution to make an amendment that says only American-born citizens can vote?
Dude, this is what America's been about forever, bringing in the huddled masses. This is the reason why they brought us the Statue of Liberty, is because the way we thought about bringing
life,
in
liberty,
people,
and the pursuit of happiness,
bringing in people who are suffering in other countries,
and allowing them to become
American citizens. This is the reason why America is America, man. All of y'all came here. Everybody's ancestors came here from a different place. Even the white people and the Trump voters. I know y'all think that y'all was born on this land and this is yours, but it's not. The natives are the only people who were here. Everybody else is the immigrant. Why are we acting so crazy? Look, dude, if you're a criminal, yes, we don't want you to be here committing crimes. Obama sent a whole bunch of them home. If you were committing crimes and you were illegal, you were out of here. Nobody wants to play those games, man. We don't want to see people that are here killing each other. But to act like that all these people that come are killers, that's where we are having the problems. Because a lot of these people come here and they just want to work and take care of their family.
And a lot of people are using work visas.
Yes, they are. And then, we got these people talking about they're taking black jobs. Like we're working in fields, picking strawberries at the farm. Like that's what Donald Trump think black jobs are. That's why he keeps saying that. Because he thinks that the Mexicans are taking our jobs, or the Venezuelans or the people that's coming here illegal, they're taking our jobs. But one thing I'm going to tell you people, the only reason why people come here looking for work is because these companies put it out there that they're looking for workers. Mm-hmm. It's because these companies hire these people to work these situations. They don't come here just thinking, oh, they just going to be, I'm going to come in America. No, they know they're going to get money because these people hire them. And all these people y'all think, they on our side. No, they don't care about you. They only care about their pockets. And if it takes them to lie to you and say we're going to get rid of immigration to make you feel better, that's what they're going to say.
They're just dinosaurs spewing the same hate.
Man, they're not getting rid of immigration. Who's going to do the work?
Right.
Who's going to do the... I live in Phoenix. Who's going to work in all these restaurants and stuff around here? I see who works there. Who's going to work there? We've seen the problems that Sedona had because they couldn't hire people who was washing dishes because the people couldn't afford to live there. So they was sleeping in cars, and people's like, "Nah, we don't want that. We don't want that." So what y'all gonna do? Who's gonna do these jobs?
Right. Who's going to do housekeeping?
Who's gonna do the washing? Who's gonna wash the dishes? Y'all, I know y'all think everything's a game. Let's get rid of all these people. But who's gonna do these jobs? Because obviously Americans don't want to do them because we haven't done them. We haven't done them.
Right.
We see who do these jobs, and it's them. They're hardworking people. They bring something to America. They're not all killers. Let's get into the news weekly, man. Talk about the stories of the week. Because I'm sick of talking about Donald Trump. I'm going to be pissed about this for 4 years. So get used to it. Man is the right one.
Yes, Ben, we do have a number to call in. That number is 602-529-2827.
Let's get into the next segment, man. What we got?
Moving on. This week,
go to design.
We had a lot go on.
And do the news weekly one.
In addition to Trump becoming
down one.
President elect.
Down here?
Yeah.
They all say the same thing.
No, they say different stuff. One of them say news weekly. I think it's the fourth one or the third one. There you go. That one.
Maricopa County opened a college classroom at its juvenile detention center.
Okay.
They're offering detained youth a chance to continue their education.
That's dope.
This program, which is a partnership between Maricopa County Juvenile Probation, the Maricopa County School Superintendent, and Arizona State University. This has the goal of transforming the lives of young people who have successfully earned their GEDs and are on track to graduate high school while they're still in detention.
That's dope. That's cool, man. I mean, if we want to stop recidivism, we have to figure out a way to keep these kids educated.
Programs like this is the only way to prevent recidivism.
That's what we need, man. We have to. If we got to get these kids some direction, man. We can't just say, I mean, I know a lot of people just want to say F everybody and just forget people, but we have to keep these kids educated, man, and give them a chance out here, man, or they're going to do nothing but continue to commit crime and do bad things as they grow older.
Yep.
We can't leave these kids behind, man. And
kids are supposed to be the future.
That's right, man. And even in prisons, we do so much to make sure that people are locked up, but we do nothing to make sure that these prisoners get educated, that when they come out of prison that they can do something to enjoy a healthy life and add something to society. Basically, most of the people come out and they keep committing the same crimes because they feel like they don't have a choice or any options.
Ben says the mistake that we make is that we keep connecting our agenda to others.
Yeah. A lot of people. So I was talking to a guy yesterday. You know, he's talking about how intelligent he is and everything he's done in his life and how he's successful and he's built a great home and he's this and he's an engineer. And I said, bro, it's not about you though. It's about those who can't get to that position. It's about those who come here hoping.
Make it different so that way those people can get to where you're at.
Right. And we know everybody's not going to be rich. It's never going to happen.
Right.
There's always going to be poor in this world because that's the way it's built. That's the way capitalism is created. There's got to be a bottom and a top. There's no way that somebody's going to be at the top and he's going to wash dishes for a living.
Right.
There's no way a person's going to make everybody making millions and somebody's going to be bussing tables at a restaurant. That's not going to happen, man. There's always going to be lower class, upper class. It's the way it is. Unless we go into a communistic society in which I know all of us don't like that. Some of y'all down with Russia, but most of us don't want to be Russian and communistic. So uh, that's not going to happen in a capitalistic society. We're going to have poor people, man. But what will you have? What I feel is though, even though there are people that are poor, they still should live a good life.
Mm-hmm.
We still should be all the money that America has. We still should be able to give decent housing, making sure that everyone is
Right.
fed.
People should be able to afford life.
Definitely, no matter how much money you're making, you still should be able to afford to feed your kids and send them off to a decent school. Being poor shouldn't be something that damns you and the next generation and the next generation
Right.
to never be able to succeed in America. And that's pretty much what this is nowadays. If
Mhm.
you're born poor here in America, I know a lot of people don't like to hear this. They like to say pull your bootstraps up. But if you're born poor, 9 times
Chances
out of
are,
10, you're going to die poor. You don't make it to the next bracket. Not that many people do it. I know everybody think it's just everybody's just making millions out of nowhere. No, man, most of the people that are rich were either had parents that were rich or someone that gave them something to get them to that point.
right? We do, and you know, Ben's right as to your comments. We do need a collective vision.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. The division is not helping. We do need to figure out a way that everybody is looking and being able to succeed in America and see the American dream, which is dead. The American dream is dead. We got people who have Elon Musk, who's about to have $1 trillion. He's about to have a
And he just
trillion
gave
dollars
millions of dollars
by
away just
himself.
because he wanted
Okay, man,
to.
because
Actually,
that's
isn't
nothing.
that the definition of the American dream, though?
Right.
Technically,
I
I
mean,
mean, not to be
I mean,
super
it's supposed to be
contradicting,
where
but
you can have, where
it's
you
not
can be able
as
to purchase a home and
yeah,
a car and
that's the American dream. Not
go to
just
Well, I mean-
one
school.
dude being able to do it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna backtrack and say like not just one single person,
Right.
but the fact that he has been able to achieve that status.
Coming from some
From-
South Africa and
Right.
then coming over
Yeah.
here and becoming that's definitely, and he's an immigrant too.
Technically,
Why don't you send that chump back to South Africa?
Right. Talking about you deporting all
Man,
immigrants.
right. Get rid of him.
Go team up with Akon.
You know what I'm saying? And then I don't even want to start about South Africa, what they did to that place. They took all the money from there. I don't even want to start on that one. But anyway, what's the next story?
Authorities across the United States are investigating after racist text messages were sent out.
This the mess we be talking about, man.
Some with references to slave catchers and picking cotton, reminiscent of the country's painful and bigoted past.
Whew.
They've been received by children, college students, and working professionals from unrecognized phone numbers in the wake of the presidential election.
Another thing I saw too was this girl posted online that
Yes, she went viral.
she would be a good slave owner.
I'd be a good massa.
I'd be a good master. Like the next day, they didn't even wait a day. The next day, they on there spewing nothing but racist bull.
Mm-hmm.
And then people say, there's no racism with the Trump crowd. What? Soon as he won, that's the first thing that they're doing.
Right.
The next day, you get a text talking about you ready to be a slave. Like, dog, people are straight. And then they're straight with a straight face sit there and tell you that there's no racist connotations from the Trump group. Are you kidding me?
The NAACP
Fuck out of here.
president warned on Thursday of possible broader implications of the hate-filled rhetoric reported in more than 20 states, from New York to California and the District of Columbia.
Man, man, I don't know, man. Like I said, you should feel ashamed of yourself if you went out there and voted for that mug. Anybody
Should feel ashamed. But, you know, there's this new app called Text Now. That's where these people are receiving.
So unless you
message.
send anonymous text?
No, Text Now is a free application that allows you to have free talk text where you can keep. It's just an app that you download on your phone.
Oh, okay. So it's just like
It's just like WhatsApp. You
yeah,
just download
WhatsApp.
it on your phone, and
but then
can
you
talk,
can do
text.
you must be able to
Right.
do anonymously because people can't tell who the number is coming from, who the person came from
Exactly.
on the
Because
app.
most of the people that are using this, the number, they either have it set up to where their numbers change all the time, or they got a set number and it just goes out to a whole bunch of different people. But a lot of people receive text messages from
Like
this. from this app. That's where the numbers were coming from. The phone numbers were
Right.
coming from this Text Now app.
Yeah, I understand. I get it, man. I mean, like I said, man, it started. We're going to go back to 2020, 2019, 2018, when all this crap was going on, when people was fighting everywhere and everything was a goddamn riot. You remember all the riots and all get ready, because it's coming. It's about to be horrible, because this is what evil in the White House brings.
Yep. Donkey a Bear said Elon Musk rents his home. And then he said the text messages came from Poland. Regardless of where the text messages come from. Poland is a white ass motherfucking country.
Right. I don't care where they came from.
It doesn't matter where they came from.
The fact that they felt
racist comments came.
They felt comfortable sending those messages. It just shows you the environment that our country is in right now. They knew what they were doing. They're just stoking the fires of something that's already building up, because they know what's going on. The racism in the country, everybody, black people, most black people, not what 19% of black men don't feel this way, but
I think it was more like 23%.
23 was, I know 78% of black men voted for Trump.
No, 78% of black men voted for Kamala.
My bad. 78 for Kamala.
And so 23%
for Trump. That's, to me, that's just crazy to me.
When statistics have shown that black men typically vote Democratic.
Yeah.
At least 90%
90%
of the time.
But not this time. Because believe it or not, a lot of black men are misogynistic. Unfortunately, they do not want to see a black woman in charge. I hate to drop it.
Can't no black woman tell me what to do.
Yeah, man. I've seen brothers say it. And then, like I said, I called him misogynistic, and he was like, how? After he just said a woman can't tell him, like, dog.
The black woman can't tell me
but
what
the
to
white
do.
dude can. I'm so confused on this statement.
All I know is I was raised by a single mother.
Me too, my brother.
A lot of black men was raised by single black moms.
But for some reason, man,
they can't. They can't do it. A black woman can't tell them what to do.
Can't do it. Some weird energy out here, man. It's some weird energy, man. But like I said the other day, man, it really, really, really puts into perspective why we were slaves for so many years.
It really does.
Straight up. Because people, man, would just keep on going with the norms.
Yep.
They're going to go with the norms. Well, they've been slaves, so it's why would we change it now? He's not hateful. He's like, they just going to make excuses like they do for Donald Trump, and just sit around and act like they don't see all this shit and go on with their lives. As long as they're not affected, they're cool. This dude talking about getting people out that are here legally, because they don't like that the Haitians are here, because the Haitians are here legally, but they want them out.
Yep.
The whole basis of America is helping people, but they don't want to help anyone. We got another story.
3 people have been charged in an alleged Iran-linked plot to assassinate President-elect Donald Trump. An Iranian American activist and 2 Jewish Americans living in New York, according to a criminal complaint unsealed Friday in New York. Farhad Sakuri.
We have to say their name.
I don't know how to say the name, but the other guy, Carlisle Rivera and Jonathan Lodholt, are all charged with murder for hire, according to the U.S. Department of Justice.
This the fourth?
3 people.
I mean, I'm talking about, is this the fourth assassination attempt?
This would be the 3rd.
You got the one that shot at the dude. You got the dude
one
at
that hit him in the ear, the golf course. This is the 3rd attempt.
It was somebody else, wasn't it?
I didn't even know there was one after the ear.
There was one after when he was at his golf course.
It's 2 more. It's 1 or 2 more. And then this right here is at least the 3rd or 4th time that this dude has been, that somebody has been arrested.
Message.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's been all mostly Republicans. They all holler, it's going to be a Democrat. It's a Republican.
Every time. So and they say that Rivera and Lodholt have been arrested, while the 3rd guy, who the FBI describes as an asset of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, is believed to be in Tehran.
I mean, dude, a lot of people gave a lot of that, Donald Trump was all over Biden because they kind of question Israel about how they're treating the Palestinians, how they're just blowing them off the map. And they asked him, "Hey, can you stop? Can you please stop?" They're not listening.
Right.
Because they're going to take full advantage of the help that they have from America and the situation that America's in. By helping them, we don't want to see them get blown off the map. So we try to help them because we're the ones that tried to help put this together where they're located, the Israelis. Now, this is a tough subject, but we all know that Donald Trump made it worse by moving that embassy when he was in the White House. Everybody told him, do not move that embassy. There's going to be a war.
Anyway.
He did it anyway because he don't listen to anybody. Now we instantly in war. Instantly stuff goes off and pops off. They haven't been in this deep war in years. But let's act like he didn't have that decision wasn't a big decision. That was a huge decision. And what it does, it shows that he is more pro-Israel than he is for the other side. And America tries to stay in the middle. Because we don't want to
neutral.
We don't
try
want
to stay neutral.
That's right. We have to be down with Israel, definitely, because we can't let them blow them up.
We need gas too.
Right. We need gas from the Middle Eastern, so we can't just be saying, "Oh, forget all them."
Right.
But at the same time, you have to be fair. You can't just say
homies, man. They black too. Tell me that all the time. We black. We the same.
Hell nah,
when I be in
the
Tempe and picking them up, they like, we the same.
Nah, get the fuck out of here. We already know about the genocides that they commit in the Middle East towards black people in Africa. We know it's not the same. I hate to say things like that, but that's a big part of them killing Christians, black Christians. That's a big problem of from coming from Muslim groups, and that's a problem. I don't take any sides, dog. I just pointed it all out. If it's bull, I just point it out. I'm not gonna sit here and act like one side is better than the other when it comes to this shit because they both do trash to each other.
But the thing is that when Democrats do something messed up,
right,
our party is quick to say, "Get out."
That's true.
We're quick to say, "Get out,"
and we're quick to tell. And sometimes
Retire.
it hurt us as a party. Sometimes
it does
because you don't want to act like it's a cult, like how Trump and them, they're a cult. He can do nothing wrong.
He can do nothing wrong.
But Biden, a lot of Democrats were against Biden's just blanket sheet a check for Ukraine and a blanket check for Israel to just be able to keep bombing. We understand Ukraine because, the left understand Ukraine because we don't want Russia to take them over. But they're in a bad situation. They're very nervous with Trump coming in because Trump does not care about Ukraine. He's a Russian operative. He's going to do whatever he has to do to help his homeboy Putin. And if that's just sending no more money to Ukraine, it's probably what he's going to do. I hope Ukraine gets their stuff together before he gets in office, man. Maybe they can get this thing ended. But that money that's going to them now is going to dry up when Trump can get it. He's not going to send because that's all they've been hollering is stop sending the money to Ukraine. They want to see Russia be who they are. Our biggest enemy, like I said all the time, Ronald Reagan is rolling in his grave seeing the Republicans become Russians. That man did everything he could to take down the CCCP. And what's going on? We're with them. And we're trying to help him get back to old Russia. Because that's what he's trying to do. And it's people in America who are with him. And it's because why? Because they started a loving affair with him when Obama was in there.
Yep.
Because they wanted a white leader. They didn't like it that we had a black one. So they went to Putin and was talking about how strong he is. And ever since then, they've been 100% with Putin. This is craziness. That we got people who are pro Russia. I don't even know what's going on anymore. But this is the country we live in. Ukraine, y'all in trouble, man. I don't know. They got the 11,000 troops from Korea out there now. They're starting a world war, but America is not going to help you when this dude Trump gets in there. Y'all about to lose. Hopefully Europe steps up and try to do something. I know Germany, they probably will, because they hate Russia too. So we'll see. But I feel really sorry for them, man.
We shall see. Moving on. Actor Tony Todd, best known for his playing role in
man.
Candyman. has passed away at age 69.
Yeah, that's sad news, man.
He passed at his home in California on Wednesday,
Yeah,
but the family did not make statement until yesterday that he
yeah.
passed away.
It happens. You know, they take their time to let people, the public, know. It's not. It's up to
Candyman,
the family.
Candyman,
But
Candyman.
the dude was
He was the dude.
he was a big deal. And to my growing up as a kid, you know, Candyman and other films that he was in.
Yep.
He was always a great actor, and he was a big part of my childhood growing up. And he had a lot of iconic roles that he played, man. And he will be missed, and we'll make sure that the kids of the future know what you did, bro, and what you meant and what you stood for when you were acting.
Mhm.
Because I always respected what you was about. And rest in peace, and much love to your family and people, bro. It's just sad.
Mhm. All right,
We got the
so
Hollywood
yeah, we got the
Hollywood
hot
mess.
mess.
The hot mess. Let's do that real fast, and then we'll do sports and comics. And don't look like dude coming. So
I'm giving it to Rachel Gunn. Rachel Ray Gunn. We all know
oh my god,
how she went out there and did a little kangaroo bunny hops at the Olympics.
yeah,
But she now says
she's
she's
retiring.
retiring from breakdancing.
Is that
But she's not going to stop breakdancing.
Yeah, you can break dance at home in your mirror all you want to. That's cool. Just don't bring that shit outside no more. You embarrassed the whole history of breakdancing.
She felt as though since she made it through France in their competition, she should have been okay when she went to the national stage.
France don't know what the hell breakdancing is. Man,
That was my first thought when I seen her say that.
Don't
the
hate on France,
Japanese, they know what the fuck breakdancing is.
Right.
Them motherfuckers know.
The Koreans, the Japanese,
Yeah, they
the
raw.
Asians, they know they raw with it.
But the French, the Europeans, the Australians, nah, man, they didn't know what the hell they was doing. You shouldn't have got off of anybody that voted yes for you. You should have known it was a problem.
I heard her husband was one of the judges or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was.
was.
He was one of the. But,
He was.
You know, yeah, hey man.
He
But
he wanted dinner. So
she could have been the best down there. They just suck.
Well, I heard it's not coming back, but if they do, y'all need to contact Red Bull next time.
Man.
Pick some people from the Red Bull challenges, man.
For
Those are
real.
the people that bring it.
And then the thing that's really sad, dude, it was some people that actually did really, really well.
They didn't even make it.
And no, I'm talking about in the Olympics. And we don't even know who won. That's how big Rachel Gunn was. I have no idea who won.
Who the other competitors
I don't know
were.
nothing about just the loser. And that's the stuff that happens in nowadays because the internet rose. Whatever is the worst,
ruins
it ruins everything, man. Instead of us attaching into the people who were great, this is the name that we know. Right. I know it was some terrific
out of
dancers
all the
there.
break dancers out there that went on the national stage.
Rachel Gunn, the worst one.
Because the men's finale, I watched the men's finale. It was they went in.
That's what a lot of people say. I seen a couple videos. They was
the men was the
women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you right.
Yeah. They know what they doing. They know what they doing, man. They know what they doing.
She went out there and just embarrassed herself. And now she's saying that because of all the hate that she's received.
Well deserved.
That's why she quitting.
It's good. Let's move on because I don't even care. Straight up. You got fame. Dude, I seen how many people walking around and dressed as her for Halloween.
Man.
Bro. Yo, I saw somebody do a skeleton for Halloween with her outfit in the front yard, and they had it like this, like a thriller thing. And they had her great.
She was like one of the number one Halloween outfits this year. Like, dude, you're famous for being whack.
You know you made it famous when they make you a Halloween costume.
She's an actual costume, bro.
And lawn ornament.
And and the people who were actually good, yeah,
we don't even know who they are.
We don't know one of them motherfuckers. Oh God.
Let's go to sports.
Shit's ridiculous, man. I don't know why it's so long. There we go. Welcome to Habari Sports, everyone. We're diving into some hot headlines today, starting with the Arizona Cardinals impressing 29-9 win over the Chicago Bears at home. Aisha, it was a strong showing, especially with the Jets coming into town next week. I mean, this week, this Sunday. What are your thoughts tomorrow? What are your thoughts on the Cards' chances against Aaron Rodgers and company?
Damon, let's just go ahead and be real. The Jets with Rodgers at the helm ain't no joke.
They are a joke. They're bad.
The Cardinals, they need to bring their A game, especially on defense.
I guess.
But one big question mark is their first round pick, Darius Robinson.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He hasn't played a single snap in the 24 regular season due to a calf injury he sustained during preseason.
Mm.
While he's been on injured reserve, the team opened his 21-day practice window on October 9th and activated him to the 53-man roster on October 29th. But he's only logged one practice so far. There's still no clear chance or timetable for when he will return and make his NFL debut. His presence could be a game changer, though, if he gets back
to form. Absolutely, Aisha. The Cardinals could use some reinforcements against Rodgers. Switching gears, let's talk about those Suns, baby. Yeah. Man, the Suns, man, who are in clutch. They have been coming up clutch in close games this year, man. I think they're 7-1 in close games. They managed to pull out another nail biter thanks to Joseph Nurkic's free throws at the end of the game. Kevin Durant's leadership, KD's ability to make plays and find open teammates in crunch time is undeniable. The Suns are currently 7-0 in clutch games, 7-0, and sitting at the top of the Western Conference at 8-1. Alongside the OKC. Even with the breakout rookie Brian Dunn sidelined due to an ankle injury, they found a way to win with Kyrie Irving putting up 29 points and teaming up with Durant for a stellar performance in the fourth quarter, man. It was really lovely.
You're right. Speaking of Dunn, he's been phenomenal for this season, so far this season. Drafted 28th overall in the 2024 NBA draft. He's already exceeding expectations.
Yeah.
As a young point of attack defender and showing potential as a perimeter scorer. He's shooting an impressive 39.4% from beyond the arc.
Wow, that's pretty good.
On 4.1 attempts per game over his first 8 games. Scouts are also noticing this. Tim Bontemps from ESPN mentioned,
I don't know what that was.
Me either. He mentioned that Dunn could be a credible perimeter threat, which is huge for the Suns, who have been working to bolster their wing defense and scoring options. Adding that Dunn and also
Iguodaro
through the draft. I'm not even going to attempt to say it. That's just me.
Oh my goodness.
But, veterans like Tyus Jones, Monte Morris, and Mason Plumlee in the free agency have deepened their roster.
Yeah, man. The Suns front office deserves some serious credit, man, for the moves. Dunn's strong start. Even though he's currently out with that ankle injury, he's shown that he's going to be a key piece for the Phoenix Suns. I'm excited to see how they go and continue to evolve this season. Man, I really like watching it last night, man. The Suns they good ball movement, man. Rebounding has been better. I like that when Nurkic, when he's messing up, they can bring in Plumlee. It's just, man, it's a good look this year, man.
Dang, I totally forgot. So they kind of on another like Barkley run, huh?
Yeah, man. This is, I think, the best start they said since 2009 or something like that.
I think that was the last time we had like an awesome,
a really good team. Yeah,
KD's
man.
KD's probably going to be able to hold on longer than Barkley.
Yeah, man. I think KD's 36, 37. So Barkley, when he got here, he was a little older, but the players didn't take care of themselves as well as the players do today.
And you're right. With KD's leadership, Kyrie's clutch performances, and the young talent stepping up, the Suns are looking like some serious contenders. But fans need to stay tuned.
Most definitely, man. The Suns, like I said, they're looking really, really good. I still have them going to the finals. My other pick, I picked the 76ers to go. I'm not looking too smart on that one. them boys are trash, baby.
Hello.
Hey, I'm sorry. I heard I just tell a lie. The Suns are not a contender.
Boy, if you don't get your ass off my phone,
They suck.
how you in first place and you not a contender? They're in first place.
Didn't he just say they were 7-0?
Man, you don't know what he's talking about. Hand me that the Sony one.
They suck.
Whatever, bro.
Warriors in 6.
The Warriors.
Warriors in 6.
The Warriors,
Warriors
Warriors are looking good though. I can't say that they're not, man. They've been looking how they,
buddy,
but they did
nice.
get smacked by 40 last night by Cleveland. So calm it down. 40. They got beat by 40.
Golden State Warriors.
I would be celebrating more if the Lakers lost last night, but they pulled it out. I was upset about that. I went to bed mad.
Bronny going to the G League?
Yeah, Bronny in the G League now, man.
That's where he should have been to begin with.
But you see, he said he's not traveling for away games. He's only playing home games. Like I didn't like hearing that. You know, it's just
why he can't play traveling games.
Exactly. Like what's going on? What are you doing?
Did you guys already do comic book corner?
Not yet. It's next.
Yeah.
Oh well, there's some comic book news that just kind of came out.
What are you talking about? Wonder Man? That's what we're talking about.
Oh no, I'm talking about Kevin Feige just said that they're going to introduce Miles Morales to the MCU after the Spider-Verse 3.
It's gonna be weird though. How Spider-Man? How both of them gonna be the same age?
Well, I mean, dude is
not an older.
No, he's not. They're gonna have to make.
Technically, he is.
But they're gonna have to make Miles like 14, 15 or something.
They said he's gonna be 16.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make him really young.
Peter already like 20.
Yeah. He's like 18,
21?
19, 20 now, right? He already. No, he graduated. He's freshman in college, so he's like 18, 19.
No, you remember they got snapped away for.
Oh yeah, they got snapped away for them years. But he got snapped away, so he didn't age.
Right.
He didn't age.
Well, anybody that got snapped away didn't age.
Right.
You know he's over 18 because in the last movie he went and got an apartment.
Yeah, he did. He's definitely over 18. He can he has his own place. He's gonna be more of a grown-up. But I would like to see what they do with Miles Morales, man, because the kids nowadays, that's their Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Miles is their Spider-Man, and they don't even know Peter who?
Right.
Miles.
I thought Peter was that guy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. But you know, I think that they're gonna run with I think they're gonna run with him, man, after doing the movies with Tom Holland. It probably will be the best thing because what can you do? You reset it and just do it again with another young Spider-Man, you know what I mean? So that probably is what they do. We'll see. But definitely.
I'm excited for it because I mean Spider-Man is one of my favorite characters, and they're talking about they're going to bring the symbiote in Spider-Man 3.
Oh wow!
I believe.
Wow. Did anybody see Venom? I don't think anybody watched that movie.
No.
I didn't watch it.
Nobody watched that shit.
Is it any good?
I heard it was kind of.
Seen any of
them.
All I do know is
it's super flop.
I heard that
ain't a question.
Venom died at the end.
He doesn't. Spoiler alert.
Right, you're gonna spoil it all. But ain't nobody gonna watch it any goddamn way.
Who's gonna watch it? I know you ain't gonna watch it.
Nobody watching that
I
shit.
know y'all ain't gonna watch it.
Hell
I might.
No.
Maybe.
I just wish Sony would just give
maybe
up
when it comes
the
out
movies.
free on
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Max.
One late night when I'm bored.
It's not worth it. I hear it's really bad.
Yeah, I believe it.
I heard it was like terrible.
I still gotta watch the female Spider-Man too eventually.
Who?
Yeah,
Spider-Man?
Madam Web?
Madam
Yeah,
Web.
Ah, hell no.
That movie sucked.
Hey man, you gotta get them all
really
in.
sucked.
You gotta get them all in though to fully understand the universe though,
that
right?
shit was terrible. Nah, you don't. You ain't gotta watch none of that shit, bro. Sony.
Oh, don't watch it. Please don't watch
don't
it.
watch it. It'll make you not even want to see
Craven the Hunter's coming out too.
Oh, y'all actually watched it?
Yeah, that Craven is trash, baby. I watched
really
Morbius. Morbius was bad. Everybody said it was bad. And it was. You got to start listening to people, man. You can't. You know what I'm saying? People say everybody said it was horrible. What the fuck?
People said it was bad, and it was.
It was.
They were right.
Honest movie reviews with Damon and Dippolino.
People said it was terrible,
It was bad.
and it was.
It was right. Yeah.
I can't disagree with them.
Man, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it was like it's confusing because like they had like the Tobey Maguire poster in the background, but they're saying it was in the same like
Man,
I don't.
they had a
It's weird.
chance. They had a chance to do something special. What they was doing, and they dropped the ball. And
They
it's just what they do.
dropped it. They fumbled it
Right.
bad,
It's just what they do.
really
Man.
bad.
So
Like
I'm gonna go ahead
terrible.
and finish this off, Jimmy. Before we can get up out of here, I got this last segment.
How far along are y'all in it?
We about to do comics now.
Yeah.
Oh well, be safe. I gotta go to work.
All right,
Bye.
bro. Have a good
All
one.
right, y'all be safe.
For sure.
Likewise, later.
So I'm here with my co-host Aisha. Today we're diving into some fresh Marvel news, specifically the newly released preview for Wonder Man. Aisha, what do you think about the first trailer and what it means for the MCU? I know you checked it out yesterday.
Yeah, I did. It was great to see Yahya Abdul stepping into the shoes of Simon Williams, aka Wonder Man.
Yeah.
But from what we've seen, the series is already shaping up to be something unique.
Yep.
The trailer shows Simon at an audition for an in-universe project called Wonder Man.
That's crazy.
And it's a clever way to explore the meta side of superhero fame. Plus, Sir Ben Kingsley's Trevor Slattery making an appearance adds that perfect touch of humor and familiarity.
Right. So, dude, I mean, he was playing the Mandarin in the Iron Man movies, and it came out that he was an actor. So it's no doubt that you got to put him into the Hollywood situation when you bringing in Wonder Man, who was an actor in the books also. You know, I saw a lot of people complaining because Wonder Man is black. Dog, I swear to God, man, dude, America, dog, we're so frustrated, bro.
Anytime a character gets changed from white to black,
it's a problem.
There's so much outrage.
But the thing is, though, you know, I understand they get mad. You know, if the character was going from black to white all the time, I guess I would be upset. But I would only be upset because we get far few and in between of these positions and these characters. So that's the reason why I would be upset, is because we don't get that many. And for white people to be mad about a character that's been dead in the books and don't even be used, that's not even used in the books anymore.
Right.
And you're upset about this character that's been gone since pretty much the 80s and 90s. And you're mad that he's black. Like, dude has been shelved. They're trying to figure out a way to reignite this dude's story, to get this dude back out here. I always thought his story was dope, but they're not going to tell it like like in the comics, because in the comics, dude died and he became Vision. I know a lot of people don't know that. His brave brain was put into Vision, and Vision was pretty much Wonder Man. So, because dude always died in the books, Wonder Man, they always murk him for some reason. I don't know why.
They always
kill dude.
Always got to have a Kenny.
Right. But, bro, I want to see a new iteration of the story and see which way they take it. I would like to see how dude is doing, how he's going to do the character, and how it goes. Trevor Slattery's return is a highlight. He's always been a quirky, scene-stealing character. So seeing him as Simon's mentor or sidekick in navigating Hollywood feels like a perfect fit to me. The way the trailer mixes in comedy and drama hits that this show could blend genres, much like WandaVision did with this unique storytelling approach.
Right. And speaking of WandaVision, the series seems to build on that corner of the MCU, which includes the interconnected stories like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Agatha All Along, and the upcoming Vision Quest. I think fans are going to love how Wonder Man explores adjacent characters and themes, giving us a closer look at the MCU's deep bench of superheroes and their connections.
Absolutely. And even though the teaser was brief, there were some standout details. We got that shot of Yahya as Simon Williams in his classic red jacket and the sunglasses. I thought it looked pretty dope, which is a nod to his comic book look. It's small, but it's enough to get longtime fans excited. Plus, the idea that Simon's brother Eric Williams, played by Demetrius Gross, could be the main antagonist as the Green Ripper. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. That's going to add serious stakes to the show.
Yeah, so if they're bringing in Eric as the Grim Reaper, we're talking about a deep family dynamic that could parallel the sibling rivalries
We seen with them.
we've seen before,
Mm-hmm.
like with Thor and Loki. This also adds layers to Simon's character and raises the potential for some serious drama.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what do you think about the concept of exploring superhero filmmaking within the MCU itself? To me, it feels more like a move that's both fresh and satirical, almost like the MCU's nod to shows like The Boys.
Right. I'm all for it, man. It's bold. It'll blur the line between fiction and reality by putting Simon in a Hollywood setting. We're likely going to see some tongue-in-cheek commentary on superhero culture, fame, and the behind-the-scenes world of being a superhero. And if they play their cards right, this could be as groundbreaking as WandaVision. The mix of satire, action, and superhero storytelling has the potential to hook viewers in a whole new way.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. And with Destin Daniel Cretton, the director of Shang-Chi and The Legend of Ten Rings, at the helm, we know we're in good hands.
Mm-hmm.
His track record shows that he can balance humor, heart, and action seamlessly.
I couldn't agree more, Aisha. And for those eager to get a look at what's coming, Wonder Man is part of a lineup that includes Ironheart, Daredevil, Born Again, What If Season 3, and more. It's safe to say Marvel fans have plenty to look forward to in 2025.
No doubt about it. So, what did you think of the overall Wonder Man teaser? Are you excited to see Yaya Matin bring Simon Williams to life? And if you are, let us know your thoughts in the comment section.
Yeah, man, hit us up, man. Let us know what you think about it. We really appreciate everybody watching. That's all for Comic Book Corner. I think that's gonna be all for us today, man.
It is all for
Uh,
us today, but I do have one last thing.
what's up with it?
If you want to sponsor us,
Yeah, man.
email us at info@habarientertainment.com.
Most deaf.
If you would like to assist us and help us build out our second pod
Yeah.
location,
Mm-hmm.
please go to Kickstarter, search
Yeah.
Habari Entertainment, and you will find us and our vision and our mission for our second podcast location.
Yes, please, man. We haven't gotten $1 for our Kickstarter because we've done a bad job of putting it out there, but because I almost feel like nobody wants to give you anything. You got to earn everything out here, man. Then once you earn it, everybody knocking themselves over to give you money. So that's how things are out here. But anyway, man, thanks everybody for watching today. We appreciate everybody on TikTok, everybody on Instagram, and everybody on YouTube for tuning in.
For
We
your engagement.
thank you for putting in your comments and talking about it. It doesn't matter how you feel or which way you voted. I might not agree with you, but I still appreciate you putting in your comments and helping us to get the word out about how we feel and what we do over here at Bar Entertainment and News. So peace out into next week. We will see y'all. Thank you.
Holla, holla.
Thanks Elijah for sitting in for Ashlyn, my bad.
No
And
problem. No problem.
and make sure to tune in to Wealth for Generations. His show is coming up soon here in a couple of few minutes. So we appreciate you guys and have a good Saturday.